Hello one and all, and welcome back to the channel. We are doing part number 70 of my Farming Simulator 22 playthrough. Picking up, well, not where we left off from the last episode, but where I said we would take off from the last episode. If you watched part number 69, we were harvesting up our remaining fields for the day. We completed field number 8, which was wheat, off camera, because we just ran out of time. There was only about a quarter of the field to go. So that's all done. The combine is back in the farm. All the other fields are set up and ready to go, as in they've been harvested. So. We haven't picked up the straw. I left that deliberately. And we did harvest up 198,000, call it 199,000 litres of straw. God, of wheat from field number 8. This wasn't my field to start with. This was whatever was growing on the field. As you can see, there are stones all dotted around. I don't leave my fields like that. So this is just whatever was the AI was growing on the field when I bought it. So the next yield should actually be a lot better. But we do need to crack on. We've got a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to do it in. Obviously we are cutting grass. I'm going to do this little segment and complete the around field 9, because I'm pretty certain we've done around field 13, and then we are going to skip across and we are going to cut around field 11 and then do 7, 8 and 12. Get all this done and out of the way. And then we're going to gather it up with the crone so that we can get our plough implement in place and off and running, so that we can start prepping up these fields, because we've got a lot of work to do. And I want to get all this done inside, not this episode, but this particular day, or should I say December. So yeah, we are going to get straight on with it. In my downtime, while I was waiting for the combine to finish, we have made a few alterations. There are no more trees here. If you go back to the last episode, there was a big long line of trees here. I got rid of them. Harvested them up with the JCB and the tree cutter. That one. We also went down to the bottom end of fields 15, 16 and 17, because we own all this now. And that little section of trees there is also gone. So all that is clear. It's all just grass. We're going to cut that down. Probably not in today's episode, but we are going to cut that down. And we're going to turn that into a field. It's probably just going to be soya or something like that. Just something really simple to harvest up and make a little bit of profit from. But anything, I know I keep saying this, but anything, oh god, anything but grass. I don't care what I put on there, to be honest. It's not in my plans. I just don't want it to be grass. That is a massive headland and I really don't want to have to cut it. Simple as that. So similarly, when I buy field 18, I am going to extend this little custom field out to here, so there is much less grass. And of course, when that custom field in the bottom left corner is ready to go, which is in a couple of days time, all this area here, which is grass, will not be grass, because we're going to plough it in to complete that field. And there we go. So first job of the day. We're going to do all this in accelerated speed. I'm going to move the JCB down into the farm to get it out of the way. We do have wheat in there. We also have corn sitting on the ground in the farm that needs to be picked up, but I need my bucket for that. And the John Deere, which has the front loader attachment, is up on the north farm, because we have yet to do the grapes. We will be doing those today as well. So yeah, we want to get the JCB out of the way. We want to use the McCormick, and we want to run around and get all of field 8 baled. Don't necessarily need to pick it up, but we do want to get it baled, and then we will get straight on with the grass cutting. So I will be jumping in and out of accelerated speed. So some of it will be hyperlap, the rest of it will be me talking. I'm going to try and keep the talking to a minimum. We've got lots and lots of farm work in this, so without further ado, I'll shut up. However you want to watch this, guys, it's totally fine. Background noise, I'm told these videos make great background noise, so if you want to do something else and just have this trundling along in the background, fantastic. If you want to sit and watch it intently, even better. Whatever works for you. So enjoy, and we'll speak again real shortly. there we go. That is interlude number 1, I suppose you could call it. We have gathered up all the straw, we have baled it, we have picked up the bales. I really don't like that trailer. It's very wobbly, very fiddly to use. But we'll make do. This thing is a joy. I didn't know it could cut bales. That is absolutely new to me. I was a little curious how I was going to get around the baling aspect. But as it turns out, that front attachment can actually shred bales. So, yeah. This one is a VGA machine all of its own. Which is absolutely fantastic. I can just dump the bales or retrieve the bales from the storage and shred them up with this machine and dump them. That is beyond brilliant. We're not going to spend too long talking here. I'm just going to gather up the rest of these bales. We had a couple of strays that didn't want to go in the storage. And we're going to jump up and we're going to go and do the grapes while I'm still talking, because they won't take very long. And then we will get right back onto the grass cutting. We're going pretty well, we're making decent time. Off you go, right up to the grapes, into the New Holland Broad 9070L. Start the engine, raise it up, figure out what the hell we're doing. Okay, so we've got one row, and part of one row because we laid some new stuff in today. So it's this one. No, I can't see, so we're going to be playing a bit of a guessing game here. We are harvesting grapes. Oh, there we go. That's a crappy view. We are going to need a lot of grapes. I don't know how many this is going to yield. I suspect we're going to have to lay quite a few vines to get any decent number. Oh, we're drifting, get back on course. There we go. But, you know, well, once we clear the trees, we will have the space. And for all I know, 1,000 litres of grapes will actually go a really, really long way. I have no clue. It's been a long time since I did anything with grapes, so this is essentially a learning experience. I wonder, is that bit of metal there, that hoop, is that a marker to help us line up? Perhaps? Same with that, the blue piece of metal at the top, is that a good marking line? Let's see. It is, that's pretty, yeah. It's a little difficult to see, but I think it's a bit easier if we just angle it down like this. I don't know the capacity of this thing. I never actually looked, which is actually really stupid. But never mind. Guess we could figure it out. Wait until we get to a certain percentage and then double it. So let's see what 50% yields. If we get to 50, that's a big if. We laid this new section in. We've got new rows just off to the right there as well, but we're not going to get anything off of these yet because they have literally just been laid. But they are attached to some that are ready to go, just up here. So we'll crash into things, turn the machine back on, and press on. I don't think we're going to get to 50. Probably easier if we just look at the information. didn't make it to 50. Well, I suppose we could say it's probably going to be something like 1500 for 50%, so that'll be about a 3000 litre capacity. Let's just have a look, see if we were right. 3100, so not bad. Pretty decent guess. So, there we are, grapes, done. Unload. Don't need to pay attention to that. Let's just go into the production chains. Find the grape processing plant. It is here somewhere. We did buy it, right? Yes, we did. Excellent. And they're up and working. So the raisins will be distributed. The grape juice will be sold. That is a pathetic, paltry amount of grapes when you consider how much space is in there. So we are going to need a massive amount of vines. Yeah. Don't know what we'll probably end up putting some vines down here. We're definitely going to fill this whole section up here with vines. We'll get another couple of rows once we clear the trees. So doesn't need lime. It needs fertilization. Doesn't need ploughing. That's interesting. It's going to get ploughed anyway. Let's get this done so that I can get this machine back down south, because we need the plough implement down there. Crash into things, as always. Why not? Ooh. Oh, that is really tight. There we go. Ooh. Again, crash into things. It's very important that you crash into things. Apparently. Well, that's a better angle. I left a bit more space here. A bit too much space, to be honest, but never mind. It's just occurred to me I should have been fertilising whilst I was at it. To save myself some hassle. Are we going to be able to squeeze through there? I don't know. That building might be in the way. Oh, that is really tight. We should be okay. So, let's get it right the second time. Fertiliser on. Ploughing machine down. Ooh. And away we go. Fertiliser off. Ploughing machine up. I don't think it'll let me do it a second time, but we'll give it a try. It'd be really nice if it did, but I don't think it will. Oh. I don't know. Is that working? It is. Fantastic. That's one side totally fertilised. I don't think the other side's going to work just as well. Because we didn't do it the first time round. But that's not a problem. Fertilise one rotation. Let it cycle through, because obviously all these green shrubbery will die off, and then we'll have to run that little orange machine round and trim it all down so that they'll regrow. That is the extent of your work required when it comes to grape harvesting. We are definitely going to need some fertiliser tanks up here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it going to let me? No, of course it won't. No. No. It's fine. Right. There. Let's just drop this. Doesn't really matter where. Just drop it there. Fold this implement up. Mr. John Deere is required down south. We are heading for field number... question 11. That is the first field that we are going to chop with grass. Going to pick it up and then we will get this guy off and working because we don't need lime on field 11, do we? No, we don't. We only need lime on field 8. This one. Because it's essentially, technically, brand new. So we'll get this guy on the field and just tucked out of the way, and then we will go back into hyperspeed and I'll chop up more grass. Basic aim for the next segment. Stop. Definitely going to get field 11 chopped around. I'm conscious of the fact this is all now linked to these fields down here because I removed the trees, so there's no dividing line. But we're not going to do the whole thing because we are in a rush, but we're not in a massive rush because I want to get the other implements working. So we're just going to edge around field 11, enough room for the seeding machine to make his turns so that it doesn't cut away any grass that we've cut. Then we're going to skip across and we're going to do 12, 8 and 7. We're going to go around all of that. Get that all out of the way because obviously 7 isn't harvested, but they're all going to need to be done. We want to grab up all the grass from around there, and then we've got 11, 8 and 12 that can be ploughed, fertilised, seeded, limed if necessary, and then we can move all the preparation implements down, gather up the grass that we cut down south, and then we can do the 2 custom fields here. Same process, plough it, fertilise it, seed it. Yeah, you get the idea. So, I have a lot of work to do. You guys can sit back and relax and enjoy. Back to Lawnmower Simulator we go. Let's get some grass cut and hopefully get some plough... oh god, I can't talk. Hopefully get some fields seeded in this episode. Fingers crossed. So yeah, enjoy. And I'll speak again when we've got some significant work done. Right then, that is the episode pretty much complete. We didn't get as much done as we'd hoped. That grass takes such a long time, and those sections are humongous. The far eastern side is massive up there. Definitely going to be turning that into fields as soon as we've cleared away those trees, because it's just huge. Probably put in some sugar beets or something like that. I was thinking about a lot of the headland. Between 9 and 13, all that section there is just huge grass sections. It can just be utilised so much better. I'm thinking small little fields. We can pack and pull sugar cane, sugar beets, cotton, all sorts of things like that that will just trickle through and make us almost passive income. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing, minimising the amount of grass work that we've got and maximising the amount of field work. Even if I have to drive it myself, so be it. Anything is better than cutting grass. The pickup on the crone is good. I like it. It's not quite as wide as I'd like. I would love something magical that picks up multiple rows, and I might eventually edit it so that it can do that. I know how to do it. I just keep forgetting to go in there and get it done. But if that header is a mod, and I am going to look at that in just a second, we're probably going to give it a bit more speed, because it's just a little bit slow, and this map is huge. I mean, it's absolutely massive. And I would love to get the grass done in one particular session, so yeah, 9 miles an hour is not sufficient enough. So let's just have a quick look at the headers. It'd be easier if I went into that, wouldn't it? No, it's not a mod. I'll see if I can find a mod for the easy flow. I'm sure there's one kicking about somewhere. And then we'll replace it, and I might give it a magical gathering width so that 3 meters turns into 6 or 9 or something like that, so that it picks up a little quicker and does the job a little better. Other than that, guys, we're all done for this episode. So thank you all for joining me. Really hope you enjoyed the show, whether you watched it, listened to it, ignored it completely, turned it off after 2 seconds. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. Throw us a comment if you feel like it. Other than that, have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch you all in the next one.